Welcome to Beyond These Walls, a channel dedicated to both public and private evangelism. I'm in downtown Augusta. This is where the Lord has called me to evangelize in this current season of my life. And I'm glad to be here. But I want to call your attention, those of you who believe upon Christ, I want to call your attention to your community. God is calling you to reach the people in your community. And I want to encourage you with that regard. How do we reach our community? Well, we have to evangelize. We have to preach the gospel. And what statistics have shown us, especially in the last year, is that 3 in 10 Americans will never walk inside of a church building. That's a large portion of America's population that will never listen to a sermon inside of a church while sitting on a pew. So are we to just wipe our hands clean and say, well, hopefully they make it? No. We're to do just like the Lord commanded us in Mark chapter 16, verse 15, where we find the Great Commission, and he says, go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. We want to fulfill that commandment within this channel, and that's what we get after. That is the drive behind much of what we do in fulfilling that command. Secondly, if we want to make an impact in our community, it's not enough to just evangelize the outside world. No. We have to evangelize even within our homes. What good is it if we preach the gospel to thousands and thousands outside of our homes and our children die lost? We're ultimately going to be judged by God because of that. No, we don't want to offer our children on the altar as sacrifices for our ministries. No, they are our ministries. And we find that in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 4, the Apostle Paul says to fathers, he says, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nurture and admonition, that is instructions of the Lord. And so secondly, in this channel, what we want to get after is private evangelism. We want to impress the truths of God's word upon the hearts of our children so that they in time can believe upon Christ in a genuine way. And this is what I'm finding even now with my own daughter who's 9 years old. It works this way. It works God's way. And so I encourage you to tune in. I encourage you more than that, to go out into your community and reach those within your own household by living a life that is totally sacrificed to the will of our God.